from the gorgeous YouTube Down Show, not too far away from the most beautiful seashells in the world. It's Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller. Tonight, a conversation about seashells with Tony's Diving Spot, MP and Mr. Bones. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a man who knows a thing or two about seashells. He is the one and only Mr. Ellie Gungy Muller. Ha! Welcome to Weeknight Update. My name is Ellie Gungy Muller. The theme song was composed by Dominic Mathis Piano, and Toy's Gaming Spot is Weeknight Update Storyteller, and they are two of our Shoutout Spotlight websites. Along with E-Robin, Dragon and Has About in 2004, Pierre Kelly, Monster Jam Fanatic, Hot Wheels Fanatic, Supercar Fanatic, Walk with Amazon, Filmboy Films 2, Super Geeked Up / Super Knocked Up, Landon the Hedgehog, and Vroom Vroom. Please check all of those people out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to find out what's up. Here we go. What's up with seashells? You can find them on the beach. They are relaxing, calm, and cool. Grow up! It's true! Now, researchers have recently found a dolphin using seashells to catch fish. Wow! Dolphins are very advanced now, am I right? Wow! Someone found a way to make seashells cooler. That's right. Someone actually made a seashell display with seashells, scissors, glue, and fabric. Wow. Wow. Call PBS now, please. Call PBS. My goodness gracious. Hey, it's time for the top 8 list. MP, Mr. Bones, let's go. You got it, boys. Tonight's category, top 8 things that you will never find in a seashell. Number 8, rocks. Number 7, worms. Number 6, a snail. Number 5, sweat. Number 4, dirt. Number 3, urine. Number 2, poop. And number 1, vomit. Well, that was extremely weird. You're right about that. Thank you very much, boys. You know the drill. Hashtag Weeknight Update. Hashtag on the roll for late night. Hashtag on the roll for adults. Hashtag spread love around. And hashtag autism is awesome. Get those hashtags to our social media, please. And do I like this thing, subscribe, and the bell, share, we can chat in the comment section down below. Whatever you do, please do not go anywhere. We'll be right back with the in-between monologue, Toy Story, and Moment for Everyone, Target Time, Random Advice, and this week's Content of the Week question. Remember, this is still Weeknight Update. Now here it is. Your vibe tonight.
Can I have some?
Nick at Night.
Fresh.
Nick at Night.
All night, every night.
Now in color or black and white.
Want to hear some real double talk? Ask a carpet store when they'll deliver.
Oh, Tuesday is a definite litteraft.
Delivery? By the Saskets for sure.
Madam, we always deliver porters on the porter stand.
Well, you'll never get double talk from Empire. You order your new carpet today, you get it tomorrow, along with a free Wilson Jim McMahon football and no payment till next spring.
588-2300 Empire.
Carpet next day, payment next spring. And that's no fratterets.
Why don't you do your dishes in Lux?
A little Lux means a lot of attention.
Jennifer, I bet you do your dishes in Lux.
A little Lux means a lot of attention because Lux gives your hands the gentle care people notice.
Guess who?
Beats me, but I'll bet you do your dishes in Lux.
Oh.
A little Lux means a lot of attention.
welcome back to Weeknight Update. Toys Gaming Spot will have another story for everyone in a few moments, but first, it's time for the in-between monologue. The seashells that get washed up on the beach are called bivalves or bivalves. No, they're not named after specific valves. Seashells are tangible objects that show the ocean's vast biodiversity. Well, that's a fact that everyone will remember forever. Seashells cannot be sold unless someone has a license to sell stuff on the beach. Well, that's just common sense. Someone who sells seashells is a shell collector. Just don't sell them by the seashore. And finally, seashells can be worth a lot of money. Of course, seashells are actually relaxing, so selling them wouldn't make any sense to anybody. Hey, here's something that will make a lot of sense to everyone. That's right, Toy Story. Take it away, Toy.
Hey guys, Tori Mullins here, and welcome back to Tori's Story. So the next story I'm going to be telling you is about seashells. And here's the story. Come look what I found, the little girl said excitedly. The little seashell held its breath. Maybe this time. Isn't it the prettiest thing you've ever seen? The girl said from a distance. The little seashell sighed, a breath of despair. The girl visited often, almost every day, but she never chose the little seashell. She only likes perfect seashell. She only likes perfect shells, and I am not perfect. I was a small clam shell that was a lovely shiny white, but no one will ever notice that because of that hideous crack down my middle. The little seashell wanted more than anything to be chosen by a human. It wanted to be carried off to live on a shelf on some bookcase or in a jar in the bathroom or in a fish bowl in some kitchen, but it never was, and I never will be. A long time passed, and the little seashell grew older. Any day now, those waves are going to break me right down that crack. So the seashell watched the buffeting waves roll in, and it waited. Finally, one cold winter day, the splashing waves rolled in and crashed into the little seashell. Then they rolled back and crashed again. The crack began to widen. The water trickled into the space between the two halves until suddenly the little shell became two littler shells. Then each littler piece remained on the beach for another long stretch of time, slowly breaking in half and half again, until the little seashell was no more than a little patch of white sand. One particular sunny day, a family came walking down the beach. There were two girls. The first one stomped on the little patch of white sand as she made her way to a perfect pink conch. The other girl was different. She knew when something was special. She carefully approached the little patch of white sand and stopped a few inches short of its borders. the little patch of sand that was once the little seashell held its breath, it had stopped hoping a long time ago, but this moment felt different. Come look what I found. Come look what I found, the little girl said excitedly. Isn't this the prettiest thing you've ever seen? The end. That's the story about seashells. So, and yeah, I do love seashells. In fact, I have a whole seashell collection. But, so, yeah, that's why I love seashells, because I have a whole collection of seashells. And stay tuned where I tell the next story. Bye, guys!
Thank you very much, Tori. That was an excellent story. The Little Seashell. That's a story that everyone should remember forever. Hey, let's take a moment for everyone, huh? Seashells are very relaxing. I mean, think about it. Seashells will always give you the sounds of the ocean. Those sounds are relaxing, soothing, and sweet. Of course, we can listen to those sounds on YouTube as well, but that's not the point. Look, please appreciate the seashells, alright? Now, was this segment short? Yes. But was it memorable? Yes. Then let's move on. It's talking time. Here we go. Researchers have captured the first ever footage of dolphins using seashells to catch fish. That's right. The dolphins were actually using seashells to find their food. That's right. And what's interesting about the whole thing, and here's what's crazy about the whole thing. The researchers actually screamed. When that actually happened, guess what? The researchers screamed. Now, I'm not a marine biologist, but I don't think that researchers are supposed to scream whenever they see a dolphin. I mean, come on! That's Marine Biology 101. My goodness gracious. When will the researchers of tomorrow understand that? I mean, come on! Now, listen to this, because this is very, very interesting. Alright, someone recently made an art project with the following items: seashells, bleach, a shell box frame, some cardstock or a foam board, scissors, adhesive glue, and fabric. And it's a minimalist seashell display. And I don't know about you folks, but that is the kind of project that you would expect from someone on PBS. Whoa, wait a minute. Are you telling me that PBS isn't involved? Wait a minute. Are you telling me that PBS doesn't know about that art project? Well, you better call PBS. Don't do it now, because this show is now over. Now, I have some random advice for you folks, and you are going to get it right now. Seashells will make the ocean sound cooler. Do not lick them. Do not pee inside a seashell. If you listen to the seashell, then you will fall asleep immediately. And finally, if you see a crab in a seashell, then you did not find a real seashell. Now, let's go over this week's Comment of the Week question, which is, If you had to make a movie about a leopard, a cheetah, a seashell, a nautilus, and a boomerang, then what would you call your movie and why? Go over to the post section of my YouTube channel page and answer that question as honestly and as thoughtfully as you can. Well, that is it for tonight's episode of Weeknight Update, but I will see you tomorrow night. That's news! And I'm out, skis, for all.
Nick at Night.
Fresh.
Nick at Night.
All night, every night.
Now in color or black and white.